The explosion of the private Tepe has damage to the main thrusters, Captain. I believe that the Dingo may have never been completely fixed after the Battle of Tepe.
Tepe Troop number 31, what do you mean by the Dingo was never fixed? It seems irresponsible of Tepe never to fix a good ship. It was almost completely gutted out when that fiber fighter ran into it. King Bachingo often focuses our resources on building new ships instead of fixing crippled ones. Tepe Troop number 31, what systems need repair? I believe the CPAS are not too far behind us, and we cannot fight in these conditions.
All neutron missile tubes are offline. Only 75% of laser cannons were ever functional. Severe warp core engine. Minor hull damage near the back of the ship, Captain.
Tepe Troop number 31, how long will all these repairs take? Will having an increased engineering crew help speed them up?
I'd say a couple of days. I'd say that 3 days at most. Please keep the ship in warp 1 at the most, or you will overload the engines, causing a critical failure.
Q2A2, where are we? Is it possible we can send out a distress signal to anyone? This may be the key to cutting out of the pickle we are in.
We are on the fringes of Quadrant 4. There are no ships within a communicable distance. The closest base is a day trip away at Warp 7.
Professor Proboscis, this is a dead zone, where there is no development and only inhabitable planets. Phaeax, report on the Tepe Central transmission. I want to know if they deleted our little message.
Tepe's central transmission is currently only at 87% functionality. It is experiencing a blackout. It appears as though all our movements are being overwritten. Your message is present.
I see. The CPAS goons know we have sent a little message, but they don't know how to delete it and only break the Tepe Central transmission even farther. Actually, Professor, my father used to work for the TCT, and I remember him once telling me that if one was ever to break in and start overriding the TCT, that it would slowly stop functioning. Are you saying it has a self-destruct function, basically? Liam, would that act as a warning system to any possible, say, CPAS infiltration? Theoretically, yes, but it takes about a month for the TCT to fully cease functionality, and I do not believe that is common knowledge that it has a self-destruct function. I would say 2 people, General Knox and General Cha-Cha. General Knox was alive for its founding and may have read about it. And Cha-Cha, well, why Cha-Cha? He's never cared about all this technical stuff. His main focus is finding new ways to destroy Frubes. Cha-Cha may come off as lazy and cowardice, but he deserves his position much more than you think. Cha-Cha has read every military handbook published by Tepe. So hopefully he has read the handbook over the TCT and remembers it well enough to know that the decreased functionality is purposeful?
Colonel Q6K9, I was reading the handbook over the TCT and I noticed the most interesting thing. Did you know it has a self-destruct system in case it is hacked?
No, that may explain why our ship's movements are coming slowly. The most recent diagnostic check, it is operating at 87%.
Colonel, did we just make some important discovery that could literally affect the fate of Tepe? I bet King Bachingo will give me a raise.
Yes, but who could be doing it? The official report says they are merely making tune-ups, which in the past have decreased its functionality.
That's what they want you to think. Remember yesterday? We received that odd message. It was just CPAS. Could the CPAS have infiltrated Tepe?
I doubt so. We would have been aware of any movements of them that were that close to Tepe Prime.
Not necessarily. The CPAS have been perfecting the cloak. King Bachingo did tell me he was going to some CPAS cohort when the TCT reports he was in the tower.
Probe 4 in Dead Zone 3 did detect a badly damaged ship entering it. Is this worthy of investigation?
Most definitely. Q6K9, I need you to investigate this. Please take a minimal crew. I will report this as you repairing the probes. Once you find who's there, get out of Tepe.
I will leave immediately, General Cha-Cha. Why should I leave Tepe? Shouldn't I bring him back here?
These people you find are most likely being hunted by the CPAS. You need to get them to safety. Plus, I will be reporting your ship as destroyed as not to raise suspicion.
Right away, sir. Forever in service of Tepe.
I never thought I'd be sitting here in the Tower of Tepe. Quite incredible, really. Now, General Hangman and Romplier, mission status. The 3 cruisers sent to destroy the Dingo and the Pride of Tepe are heavily damaged, but repairs are ongoing and, well, going well. The TCT is acting up again. The TCT is acting up? I want that solved immediately. That is our best way of keeping our presence a secret to the general population. Now, what happened yesterday? I heard there was a little break-in? Yes, Professor Proboscis broke into the Tower of Tepe yesterday and sent the message CPAS. Our cover story for this was that the TCT was acting up. Which, I mean, it is now, so... Now, Hangman, as one of the 20 level 5 generals of the CPAS, you have been asked to come to a strategic meeting conference later this month. Will you come? I can only attend in a holographic projection. I must stay here and monitor Tepe. I do believe, though, it would be a good idea to tell my fellow level 5ers that following Operation Parasite to the point will ensure success. Noted. You do seem rather quite busy. The only problem, though, is that Operation Parasite breaks far too many of the CPAS's ethical orders. Oh ho ho, Zeno Staten! You are the one they appointed after they exiled me. Now, am I invited to this meeting? Do not talk to me, room player. Your position is temporary and honorary. You were brought back for the sole purpose of executing your fabled Operation Parasite. Oh, classic Zeno! Your ethics always getting in the way of us doing anything. Now tell me, how many infractions do you have? 4. I have 128. Tell me, is that a point of pride, Lavid? You do realize Classic Zeno is Classic CPAS, right? CPAS ethics will not get in our way anymore. Zeno, I require that you tell your board level 5 generals that my vision and my demands shall be met. I needs more soldiers. I don't take orders from civilians. Hangman, I can't believe you convinced Monsurvey Lewis to bring this maniac back. If he listened to me, he would have rotted there. Zeno, this matter was voted on by the Chamber in a 299 to 301 vote. It was approved to retrieve General Lavid Romplier from his exilement and give him an honorary position. So please listen to him. A new report from engineering. Tepe Troop number 3 says that life support is only at 23%. He says there's only about one large standard unit of time till critical failure. If we get out of this and restore Tepe, I will make sure that we invest more in damaged ships. This is just out of hand. Maybe if the CPAS does take over, future generations will start a revolution with us as their inspirations. Maybe some historian in the far future will decipher our message as a cry for help, and this will go down as some great conspiracy that historians talk about. It saddens me that despite all our effort and trying, our deaths will only end up on the pages of history after several years when a certain classified document is released. So, this is the end. I guess Tepe will not get its 1,000-year reign after all. Forever in the service of the Republic of Tepe! Forever in the service of Tepe! forever in the service of the Republic of Tepe!
You are receiving a message from the Suspicion.
Play it!
Attention, I have been sent by General Cha-Cha to come and save. I have plenty of room for you aboard.